Poor dog. That's something. And see, when I'm in my room and she out here choosing to lay by my door. Ooh, she's trying to be greedy with the dog, y'all. Now, don't get it twisted. I listen. She acting greedy with you, man. She act like we can't be friends. Don't get it wrong. I don't like him. You see him? That's Vegas. That's my fur baby. He did bite me once. I have to make that plain and clear. You did bite me once. You did. You did. You bit me. Remember that one time? Do you remember that? I know you better. I remember it. Flat out. I remember it, sir. But yeah, you almost was a goner that day, Vegas. For real. Yeah, he did bite me once. So like I said, I don't know if y'all know he's a rescue. And I tell you, especially when I'm here, I complain about him. I do. I talk mad shit about him because it's like my daughter's baby. Like yeah, I like my daughter. My daughter doesn't have this. Is her child right here, and I just kind of realized that today because I'm like, dang, I do get irritated with him and be like, come get your dog, but tonight I just seemed like she just didn't want to leave him out here with me, like for shit. And I'm like, he all right, just because I want to get online and talk shit, you know, and just because and she don't play that. Like anybody who anybody who knows me knows my daughter is not gonna get. She will not. My daughter not gonna get out here. Yeah, she's not about that. So I try to be respectful of her. You know, when I feel like running my mouth in the kitchen, I'm gonna let you know ahead of time. Go on, and close your door, cause I'm about to do something. You know, even though she's grown, and boy, she's grown, and still my house though. But anyway, and I feel like since technically she is responsible financially for that dog. Mm-mm. Because she tricked me into this dog, y'all. You see him? Yeah, she tricked me into this dog. Let me turn this down because I don't know nothing about no copyright stuff. And plus, with the music up loud, I already talk loud. I'm already a loud talker. So not only do I talk shit, I'm loud when I do it. I mean, yeah. How I'm gonna have to put this out there though. Disclaimer. Don't get it twisted. I do know how to act for sure. When you know, like I tell my friend, I'm not gonna embarrass you when we go out to eat. It's gonna be all right. I chew with my mouth closed. I cross my leg. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But in my comfortable, natural state, my personality as I got older has become a lot more boisterous than it was when I was younger. That being said, that's not just her emotional support dog. I feel like since he bit me and I forgave him, like no. Be part of the family. I like him. Is what I'm trying to say. I like him, even though he did bite me. He did. He did technically. He did bite me. He did. But I don't know. I forgave him. I guess you don't throw people away, and you don't throw your animals away either. I mean, I had to get rid of a dog to move over here. I don't know if y'all know that. It was a dog that she was sentimental to me. She really was, and I felt bad. I really did, but I had to make a choice. I had to make that choice. Now knowing what I know, that for the first couple of years I was here, that rules were a little bit optional. And she may have been, because she was an older dog. She may have been able to she may have been able to live out her last days, but she was really old. Like her teeth were coming. She was old. I had her for a long time. Her name was Alice, and really, we always used to say Alice was my dude's dog, cause we found her. She was so goofy, but I had to make choices. I knew I couldn't bring her. Blah blah blah. So you know, I feel like since I gave him But he bit me. It's what I'm getting around to. He bit me. You bit me. However, him and I communicated. That's my dog. I'm just saying, everybody deserves second chance, don't they, Bubba? But you bite me again. But really, he really lucky that that day that we weren't by our old place. It may have ended up different for you, homie. You might have lived your days out in the garage. Yeah. So, see, things working for a reason, pal. See. It's funny. I mean, to me, it's funny. I don't know. And it's funny, y'all don't know. But those of you who know me know that was funny. Yeah, I miss Alice, but that's not what this was about. This was about my daughter. I should probably no, I'm gonna keep them big. My daughter comes home from work. Me and the dog chilling. We're chilling. He not bothering me. I'm not bothering him. Actually, we get along. I did a carrot. I did a find a carrot search for him where I hid the carrots and got to go around and find him. Cool. He not bothering me. He just yeah. So anyway, she still keep trying to take him in the room. Take him in the room. I said, why you keep trying to take the dog in the room? Leave him alone. He be all right. Then it dawned on me. Oh, y'all. She treat him like a toddler. I swear she does. She like picking your baby up afterwards. She really just considered me babysitting the dog while she go to work. Cause I always tell her like, he alright, but I don't fuck him. I don't like him. That's not true. He grows on you. You grew on me. You sure did. A little bit anyway. Don't tell nobody, but I might like him a little bit. Just a little bit. I might like him. Just a little bit. As a matter of fact, I don't like when I gotta put him in my car to take him to get groomed, and that's coming up. That's bad. That's bad. Cause then I have to. He's got all that long hair, so just the ride there, my car's wrecked. Even though he's going to get groomed and he won't, be too bad on the way back. Just the damage he does going there with all that hair and I don't know if anyone's familiar or for those of you who aren't with these shepherd huskies, man. Ugh. And it's getting close to the time of year. I didn't even know that this existed. I just thought, dog shed or whatever. These huskies, they have a whole thing. They have a whole thing, and they blow their coat. And oh my goodness, like it just like you have to take them to the groomers. There would be no way unless you had like an outdoor stall or a farm or something. But if you lived in like a condo or even your private home. Well, in your private home, you could go and out. Yeah, no, all the hair that comes off of him, it's not right. So we take him to get groomed. And like I said, I'm not looking forward to that, but it's coming. He's gonna they're gonna trim the hair between his paws. It's gonna be all right. But point being made, I forgave him. I ain't forgot though. I surely have not forgot that he bit me. Surely have not forgot. Like, I don't know, baby. Oh, yeah, I do know. They used to say, uh, man, I lost my train of thought. It's going to come right back to me, but it's, yeah. For those of you who were with me the other day, I was on live, even if you weren't and you took a peek, even if you don't. The other day I was on live and I was at the gas station. I was going to take my friend's little girl to school. She wanted her TT to take her to school. And I stopped at the gas station and then I ran into this lady that I know her. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, never mind. I don't want to speak on that because that's still, it's something different. Hey, I'm going to leave that alone. Yeah, I was still anyway, back to giving my dog second chances. And D, now I know his social cues, and he knows when he shows them social cues that I'm still the boss, and you better take your ass downstairs and shut the fuck up. Excuse my French. But he's a character, that's for sure. And like I said, my daughter thinks that's her personal emotional support animal. Lord have mercy. I mean, he was really a handful when we first got him. He really was. I was like, man, I never. But as the time has passed, he's all right. He's doing much better. He is. He's doing much better. At least, I guess learning, because he was probably what I think he was almost 3 when we got him. And she had had more dealings with him than I did. It was used to be our old neighbor's dog. And I didn't really care for having him to join our family. Only because the last interaction I had with him, he he acted like a scared dog does, and he bared his teeth at me because he always used to escape from the people next door. He used to figure they used to keep him like down the basement stairs, and I don't know how, or maybe they didn't latch the door right, but that door would pop open, and he'd be running around. And the first couple times he was cool. He came up to me and I'm like, "Come on, man," and I would take him over there and I put him back down in the basement. Close the side door, make sure it's closed. But the one particular time, like the last interaction I had had with him before my husband had his first and only interaction, that's a fun, but was him. He had escaped this particular day, and he was peeing on my bush. I had these tall bushes that went down the length of the front of our properties, and he was peeing on like my side of the bush, man. Like I have my own dogs, man. Especially if he was gonna drop a deuce or something, Anyway, I went to go shoo him away and go tell him and put him back in the basement, like I had done before, and he bared his teeth. He was like, "Ah," and I said, "I just, So then I got bigger and louder, and he still complied, and he didn't try to bite me, but I had had a negative experience with him, and then right after my husband passed away, I call him my husband, but you know what it was. We were together 14 years. We said that we was gonna stay with each other, blah blah blah, forever, and he stayed with me forever. That's for sure. That's for sure. But anyway, that's a whole whatever. R.I.P. to him. However, back to the dog. The dog is he grew on me a little bit. We'll say that. Wait a minute. Hold up, sir, Vegas. Come here, man. Come here. Don't start that. Come on up out that window. Come on. Now listen. Come here. Come here. Hurry up. Get over here. Oh, man, listen. He like a toddler. Now, take this here. Listen, sit. Do you want to go in there with you? You want to go in the room? Do you want to go in the room? If you want to go in the room, keep fucking up and going in that window. If you don't want to go in the room, then just be quiet. The first time you bark, you done. You understand? Now, go chill. You need a drink? You got some water? Hold up. What is that old water? Here, come here, clean the rest of this carrot up. Come here, get this. Come here. Right here. See, look, right here. Right there. Clean that up. You made a big old mess in your carrot syrup. I had cut some carrots up and put it in his vault. You made a whole, I'm not putting any more in. It's not time for that. But I'm just telling people what you did. You made a big old mess on the floor. You did that, right? So now listen. You want some water? Come here, baby. Here. See? All that run around got you thirsty. Now chill. Now listen. You can drink your water. You got two choices. Do you want to stay out here? Or you want to go in there? I put you in there. You want to go in the room? You want to go in there? Well, then go sit down somewhere. All right? Sometimes I swear he knows what I'm talking about. Sometimes I swear he knows. Then other times I'm like, he can't know. But sometimes I tell him the same shit over and over again. And yeah. So, only sometimes. I've been testing it too, just to see. Because they say these dogs are smart. And I've seen some really well-trained dogs. But I've seen some well-trained dogs. So, I don't know. Now, can this one be trained like that? That's what we're trying to figure out. He's really smart. He's a really smart dog. He is really smart. But he's reactive. He's a reactive dog, and that can be scary, man. It's not that I wouldn't trust him around small children. I would not take him to a small child's birthday party. But I'm not afraid to have small children around him. He's just reactive. And when you have a reactive dog, I mean, Common sense tells me that you know what he can and can't tolerate, and work with him to be a little bit more tolerant of different environments. You know, and when I say different environments, I mean right now we just working around keeping him cool in his new home surrounding. Like, I think that he's not used to, I guess, the neighbors being this close is the only way I can put it. And I noticed that he guards like the doors and the windows more so than a specific person in the house. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. Maybe he's just dumb as fuck. And I don't think so. But I'm just saying. I'm not tripping. He is really smart. And I notice he protects different than, let's say, he protects different, like, I can't say, well, listen, we really don't have a lot of switch situations around us where we needed to be protected. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that we run around and he's security. That's not what I'm saying. I just like to know, how good I mean, I don't even know how to put it. I guess it's, I have to assess him in a way, so that I know how good, how solid my surroundings are. I don't know. I don't even really want to get into all that, but if you understand, you understand. So, like I said, he's not by any means a bully or any of that. And I've noticed, like, I've tested. Anyway, we never really tested him. I've just been noticed some things about him and feel comfortable enough. Because remember, he has bitten me. He has bitten me before. So I'm just now getting to the point where I feel comfortable enough to see his reaction if, per se, he's sitting on the couch with my daughter. Which, now remember, he is her functional baby. Flat out. Like she wanted me to be done babysitting and let him go in the room with her while I came online and talked to y'all. And only because she don't, I don't know, I find it a little different too. I'm checking it out. However, I don't have my glasses on. Let me see. Somebody said something and I want to acknowledge you, but to find my glasses while I cook. Let me see. Hey, what's happening? Don't say nothing about my hair, Earl. Don't do it. There's a story behind it now. Because I told the ladies to cut it short, but I didn't want to look like, I didn't want to look like I was trying to be something I wasn't. So when I'm a curl it, it's going to be all right. Anyway, what's happening? You all right? What we got? Hey, Miss Hernandez and Mr. Luck. Anyway, am I still retired or something? Uh, well, no, not quite. You know what? I'm right at that age where it's just about that time, but not quite. Not quite, and I will be probably one of those sorry people that have to, well, I shouldn't say sorry, that's bullshit. One of those non-planners or whatever you want to call it that's going to have to work until a decent retirement age. So, now when you said that, did you say that because I look like I'm old enough to be retired? I mean, come on, be a little more specific. And why did you ask? Would be the next question. And it's just for research, you know what I'm saying? I'm just doing research. We having a conversation. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm going to have to keep putting my glasses on now, but I'm trying to make taco salad. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Well, that's not what I want to do. It's what I'm going to do. I was just saying about my daughter and this dog of hers. But I guess now we can talk about whether I'm retired or something. I wish the fuck I could. I sure wish the fuck I could. Man, I wish I could retire. If I was retired, I'd be like, hell yes. But that has not happened. I gotta find something to do. I don't want to put these seeds back on. I saved the green pepper seeds and stuff. I'm gonna start growing them suckers inside. I got a couple other peppers too, like banana peppers and some jalapeno seeds. I'm gonna try this winter. I'm gonna throw them suckers inside. I don't really like not having a spot outside where if I feel like it, because I am not like the great green thumb, but why not try to become one now, especially because I'll be able to retire soon. I want to grow some of my own food. I want to be somewhere with just a little I'd be all right with one of them. I'd be all right with like an acre of land in one of them little teeny homes, but not too far away from civilization. Like not too far. I don't want to drive, my truck 100 miles to go to the Walmart. I still want to be kind of close. But I wouldn't mind being on a little piece of land where I can have, have a little something and hang out and do what I want to do. And not have to fucking work. Now that's the catch though. Ah, why not? Everybody's got to have a dream, right? All right. Now I'm curious. Let me put my glasses on because now I'm curious. Like, why did you ask? Was I retired? First, I had to double check and make sure you didn't say retarded. So, but you have some suspicions. But I was just wondering, suspicions about what? Now, ADHD is real. So, suspicions about what? Because I can talk my ass off. I probably said a lot and maybe forgot. Yeah. Anyway, suspicions about what? Oh, not trying from like a lab. I'm nice to just leave them on. Oh, that's a good one. You tell me, am I? That's funny. But you tell me, am I? Am I? Are you? I don't know. That's a good one. That's a good one. Ah. Anyway, let me check you out. Are you? Let me see. What'd you say here? Pretty princess. I don't know. Let me check you out because I mean, your picture's little. Let me check you out. I mean, you asked for a reason. We can talk about why. Let me see. What I got to do, I got to go to, I don't know how to work. You know what? I'm going to check you out, though. I wish I say I write it down, but I'm going to do my best while we communicating here to figure that out. You asked for a reason. What's the reason? Then maybe we can talk about it. Because some conversations I'll have, other conversations I won't because I don't really know. I really don't want nobody running around feeling like I was disrespectful, so either way, because it could go either way now, it depends on why you asked. Come on, man. I'm game to have that talk. But, like I said, it just depends on why you want to know, like why? You asked for a reason. And then regardless, how would I prove either way, whether I was or I wasn't? That's the question. So I just want to know what direction this conversation going in, homie. Let me drain this, and I'm about to put the seasoning in here. So I'll wait if you want. If not, if we go back to talking about my daughter being selfish with this damn dog. Like I said, I really don't care. I really don't care. Nah, he's a good dog. He definitely is. And I really want to know about, because, like I said, I'm new to these YouTube streets. I really need to know, like, why is it that, what, I think I know the answer to my own question. I might not ask it. Hold on, let me see whose shit I'm listening to here. And then I'll ask the question again. Okay, so I still am not 100% sure. Why is it, like, what constitutes, well, let me see, did you answer? See, you didn't answer about what made you, why you asking my man? Either you like men and you want to know if we can get down, or I look like a man, or look like a man. I mean, come on, have a conversation. You can't just throw them little, what do they call them, little talking points out there? Shit. Everybody, yeah. Come on, man. Gotta come better now. And then in the meantime, what I need to know is because if I'm listening to my YouTube music on my TV, I'm not watching my own cell phone there, none of that. I'm listening to my music, I'm feeling the vibe, I'm cooking right, and I'm listening to my app, and you know you can pay a little extra for the no ads and stuff. So I do that. I've been doing this because I can't, yeah, I can't do ads. And it's just one of the things that you'd rather pay for that little bit of money every month than to hear my mouth running in the house. So I've been paying for that forever. And why can't I, what would make that a copyright strike? I'm paying to use this service. For one, that's one question. And like I said, I might already know the answer, but it's always good for me to talk things out. Right, for one, but on the other hand, it's not under a specific creator's name unless, I mean, how would I know if it's the real Stevie Wonder's channel? You know, technology and me is, I'm new. I can use a computer, but I'm just saying to the YouTube and how this is really rolling, right? So I guess my question is yeah, that whole copyright thing, like it's out there, and I paid to use the service, and I can listen to it in my car, and I can listen to it anywhere. So and then I'm wondering, yeah, I'm gonna have to, like I said, the investigation continues. You know, because if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, then okay, cool. Or if y'all don't know the answer to what I'm talking about, that's cool too. Or if y'all know the answer and you know what the fuck I'm talking about and just don't want to tell me, that's cool too. I mean, it's a dick move, but I'm just saying, it's all right. So, just saying, yeah, you're funny. Yep, you're funny. I'm gonna find out who that little one is. No, I'm not. See, I could be so fucking petty. I really could. My first mind is, girl, be petty, because that's either got to be one of them. And I gotta use Brandon, he's a comedian online, but I have to use his phrase, the ubiquita. It's got to be a ubiquita, or some fucking weirdo dude, man, that's been and had a disagreement with me somewhere along the lines. And I don't do nothing dirty to nobody, so you must have been feeling some kind of way when we had a misunderstanding. And that ain't directed at nobody in particular. It's for whoever. Shit. Now, got me all in my feelings asking me if I'm a man. That's just you have to be one of them people I just said, or the other one, because damn. But with that being said, I'm making this taco salad. I've been had a taste for it, and that's what I'm doing. Now I'm about to put my groove back on. Shit, asshole asked me if I'm a man. The nerve. Anyway, let me fast. I just don't understand. Saying Stevie Wonder channel, Stevie, how do we more, blah, 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 blah. Or what about the stuff I've been downloading? See, that's weird. What about, no, we're going to get off of there. Let me hear something else while I'm cooking. I know. How about, oh, I like this now. I like this. I like Jam and J. And I like him. He puts together some good mixtapes. Like DJ style mixtapes. He does. Like, I am not a DJ. I am not. But what I do is put together music sticks for the music lovers too. I definitely do that. Just a little something to put out there. I'll sneak that out there. Let me see. You know, that I do. I'm in the process of putting together some playlists and stuff, and some samples and stuff. You know, and look, it's not all me. Like I'm getting a lot of this input from someone who's literally banging all the time. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see. I'm just putting that little out there because that is in the making. That is in the works. And I don't even know. I have to shout out DJ Jam and J because he had a good deal on some of his mixtapes, and I made a purchase. And like I said, it's just one person at all, but I swear I had to probably be the only person who he had to text and be like, what is going on? Why did you keep downloading it? And I'd be like, oh, me and technology, I had such a rough time because what it was is I had ordered something, and there's a shipping thing, and I really had a hankering to have it for the weekend because whatever it was, my friend had something going on, and it was it. So he sent it to me over, through via email through this. It's like a file transfer service, like when you transfer big files, and the computer. First I thought you could do it on your phone, right? You can't do that. And somewhere along anyway, long story short, shout him out. Anyway, so hopefully that covers, his little mix I'm playing in the back, because I don't, yeah. DJ Jam and Jay was cool. So, and if those are your styles, you know, good to listen to. I listen to a lot of people on, but anyway, all that to be said that I'm putting together some playlists. I also got the idea for the, yeah. Anywho, anyway, that's just a little input, because I don't have. I shouldn't say I don't have it, because it's definitely in the works, but I don't have anything to be like, hey, look at this. I don't even really know. I'm gonna figure it out though, like how to put out a. I'm gonna figure it out, and I'm gonna figure out even if I can do it on my channel. So I'm gonna figure it out. In the meantime, I've been perusing YouTube and coming across a lot of people online that do music, that do music, and a lot of the stuff that I've heard, that used to be all right. There's a couple people in particular, and they have they have a little local following and stuff. They do it. No, I shouldn't say local. That's bullshit. They do. Bullshit. Let me just shut up. I'm just saying that after the fact, and well, even all during the fact, I've got a plan coming together. That's all I'm gonna say. And yeah, because why not? Why not? If I don't know. I had to talk. Yeah, that's a further down the line part of the plan. For right now, I'm gonna be putting together a playlist, different playlists, different stuff. It's not gonna be DJ style, so it won't be anybody else's music on there. It's just gonna be playlists. Whether it be Anyway, trust me. You'll see. Well, don't trust me. I don't understand. Because I don't need to be all of that. I don't need to be on the internet, because I don't have to focus on a couple twos and few dollars in my pocket every day. Whatever. That way I can troll on YouTube more. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just looking for different ways to, get along. And I'm all about, I don't know everything. I don't be on the level with a lot of people, as far as how they, where they're moving in society, and the type of people they're rubbing elbows with. But I definitely like to have resources in line. I definitely like to be able to know where people who are in crisis can be able to get to where they need to be. With that being said, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier. I probably did. It might not have been earlier. It might have been way earlier when I was doing this to my hair. And it will grow back. I'm not tripping. It will grow back. But hold on. Let me figure out. Here it is. Okay. Yep, I'm going to cook this down slowly, because now I put that, I'm going to make the salad. I need a bowl to make it. I don't know what. I'm going to make it in this bowl. Uh-oh. That part. But like I said, everything has a place. Everything has a place, and that stuff, that's where that stuff belongs. And I know it's awkward to get up there and for me to get However, the way the covers are built here, it's man, whoever configured this cluster bang of shelving, like it, man. So yeah, though that's where they belong is up there. That's where they will always be. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. However, I was not in charge when they designed whatever this is here. You know, and in due time, I will definitely, if be moving to something different. I mean, not necessarily moving from here. I'm just saying in general. You know, if that's what it is. But I'm all right where I'm at. I'm all right. You know, I'm not tripping. I'm blessed and highly favored to even have somewhere to be. They've been resurfaced that one story about that girl in Pontiac that had her kids in that house for all that time. You know, that story started to run back around again, and I had to think about where I was when that story broke, and I was like, oh wow, because I thought to myself, that's, you know, and then as I paid attention, there was a couple other stories that same year. I think it was two kids in the same house, but I know for sure it was one other story where this little boy was basically emaciated, like withering away, and nobody. Yeah, when they got to the house, they say he was just, you know, however old he was, he was in bad shape, but you know he survived and everything, and that's just a lot. That's just a lot. So I remember where I was here, but with that being said, I believe in community. I believe, I don't believe like. Yeah, I'm not sure who that is. So, hold on, man. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. I'm not sure. Well, shut the rapid mohawk up. I'm not really sure what the heck that was all about, but um, I keep saying because I know who that is. Trying to play a move on me. I really do. That's why I'm gonna check on her. Just send me the address. I don't need you to call me. I just think she on some slick shit. I had to remind her this morning. Like, do you really remember who you talking to? Like what? Like, why would you even try to run that? I'm not saying how dare you try to run something across me. I'm saying what you dared to fix your mouth and try to run past me. You know damn well. I'm not going for that. Like, I'm not saying she couldn't have plucked my heartstrings another way, cause I go way. I don't like when I say I go back. I've been knowing of her for a minute, and when I say I know her, and I guess I use the phrase "my girl" very loosely. Like, I've been in spaces that she's been in. I've seen her around. Like, you know, we've had some of the same experiences in life, not at the same time, maybe, and she worked with me at one point. And, I'm the type of person, like, I don't have a problem with, see, I think she lying to me. Hold on. I think she lying to me. Hold on. Oh, boy, hold on. You told me, can't, You told me, hold on.